Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Fuck Around and Find Out Christmas. Now, there's a fair bit of ambiguity floating around, so let's just break this down. Let's give you a quick explainer of what it is that Donald Trump is actually accused of. In American politics, you can do a lot of shit. You can take money from people who want to buy your influence. You can hold weird meetings with foreign actors. You can go to CPAC and fundraising events with representatives from Big Pharma, from the finance world, from Big Tech. And all of these representatives will offer to donate money to you and your campaign, but they want a little sweet, sweet corruption in return. You can do that. All of that happens. That is just par for the course. As long as you're up there behind a podium saying, hope and change and let's get back to the real America. As long as you say that, but then you go off and do, like, all of that is fine. You could do a lot of shady shit in America. You could take millions of dollars and blow it all on campaigns and leaflets and raining down red, blue and white confetti on people. It's fine. You can do that shit. Meetings with foreign actors, promising them weaponry, all of that. I tell you the big thing you can do. You can talk to the American people. You can go, I know you're hurting. I know you're really, really struggling at the moment. But make me your president and I'll make all of this go away. Just make me your president. It'll all get better. And then as soon as you get in the White House, you can turn around and go fuck yourselves. I'ma do me. All of that is fine. But where they draw the line is if you raise some money for your campaign and then you use that, or a little portion of it, to pay a stripper to keep quiet about the times that you fucked her. They don't like that. Like they're fine with deluges of corruption that frankly shame democracy. That is fine. But they draw the line at settling this bitch's mortgage. So let's break it down. What actually happened, Aid? Well, a few years ago, Donald Trump took a starring role cast as the arrogant penis in a suit in the US version of The Apprentice. Also around the same time, he had a well-documented thing for blondes and was hosting a lot of beauty pageants, and somewhere in the midst of those two things, he met Stormy Daniels. And of course, it wasn't long until the arrogant penis in a suit tried to put his arrogant penis into Daniels. So he contacts her. He's like, look, I think I could get you on the TV. You know, I did a show. You should fly by sometime. We'll have a meeting. We'll talk about it. Which, don't get distracted by the presidency or the Apprentice logo or the Trump hotels or any of that shit. It's basically a shit, gauche version of the casting couch. I mean, it is, isn't it? It's like, you know, I've got some TV work. All you have to do is fuck me. Anyway, she does, and then sometime later they do again. And he does that gentlemanly thing of doing like, I tried. Tried to get you on it, but it didn't work out, sorry. Anyway, a few years later, the tables turn somewhat. When Satan comes calling and says, I've got a job for you if you want it bad enough. And Trump's like, well, sure, I'd like to be the president. Well, sure then. All you gotta do is let me fuck you, Donnie. So Donnie sells his soul to Satan and then... Well, I tried to make you a long-term, awesome president, but it didn't work out. Anyway, before it didn't work... Sorry, that was really weird, I know. Before it didn't work out, in the campaign, 2016, he's campaigning to be president, and suddenly it dawns on him, he's like, oh, fuck! I fucked that woman. Oi, can we write up a check for $130,000 just to keep her stum? So he tells this guy, his lawyer, Michael Cohen, to fix it, to write the check. Just take the money out of here, put it down as fucking legal expenses or something. And boom, that's it. Like, you can't use money that you've raised for political finance or campaigning to pay a fucking stripper to not talk about the time that you fucked her. But the key thing for right now is that he's accused of falsifying his business records. Anyway, that is what he's accused of. And he will be arrested and detained, and there'll be fingerprints and mugshots. But will Donald Trump go to jail? Probably not. The idea that you could have a ex-president sitting in a jail cell in this current political climate where everything is so divisive, tribal and volatile, that just seems a little bit far-fetched to me. My sense is that after the ugliness of the last two elections, after January the 6th, he would pretty much have to murder someone for them to put him behind bars. Like, his supporters seem to be so ideologically drunk on Trump doctrine that whatever you prosecute him with, Even if the evidence is right that, yeah, look, here's his record, here's what he classed the payment as, here's, like, it's so blindingly obvious that this is crooked, his followers would still be like, no, I don't believe it. I think these are manufactured. Yeah, he told me it's fake news. He told me not to believe it. So yeah, it's borderline religious, is it not? Which is quite a terrifying political space for us all to be operating in, isn't it? You know, like, you can't jail him. No matter how corrupt, how shady he becomes, you can't put him behind bars. And you can't, no matter what, you can't shake his followers and get them to wake up from this fucking Kool-Aid stupor that they've got themselves into. There's no escape from any of this. So I'm going to leave you with two thoughts, right? Here you go. Number one, your dad's balls. Number two, I've got a live podcast tonight on Aid Thompson and Other Disappointments. I don't know if you can see that. My guest tonight is John Left of the Countryside. If you're not following him, go and check him out. We're going to be live streaming on YouTube at 7:30 tonight. So check it out. Aid Thompson and Other Disappointments.